origins and early life. Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, later known as Lenin, was born on April 22, 1870, in Simbirsk, Russia. He came from a moderately prosperous family, with his father working as a government official in the education sector. The execution of his elder brother, Alexander, in 1887 for his involvement in a plot to assassinate Tsar Alexander III deeply affected Lenin and pushed him towards revolutionary activities. Lenin's ideology was rooted in Marxism, but he adapted and expanded it into what became known as Leninism. Key aspects include Vanguard Party. Lenin argued that a tightly organized and disciplined party of professional revolutionaries was essential to guide the working class and lead the socialist revolution. He believed the working class on its own could not achieve full revolutionary consciousness. Imperialism. In his work, Imperialism, the Highest Stage of Capitalism, 1916, Lenin posited that imperialism was an advanced stage of capitalism, characterized by monopolies and the division of the world among capitalist powers, which inevitably led to conflicts like World War I. Democratic centralism. This principle advocated for open discussion within the party followed by strict adherence to the decisions made, ensuring unity and discipline. Dictatorship of the proletariat. Lenin believed that after the overthrow of capitalism, a temporary period of working-class rule would be necessary to suppress counter-revolutionary forces and lay the groundwork for a classless society. Early revolutionary activity. Lenin became involved in Marxist circles during his university years. He was arrested and exiled to Siberia for his activities. After his exile, he continued his revolutionary work in Europe, writing and organizing. Formation of the Bolshevik faction. In 1903, the Russian Social Democratic Labour Party split into two factions, the Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, and the Mensheviks. The Bolsheviks advocated for a more radical and immediate approach to revolution. 1917 revolutions. February Revolution, the Tsarist regime was overthrown, and a provisional government was established. Lenin, then in exile, saw this as an opportunity. April Theses. Upon returning to Russia in April 1917, Lenin issued the April Theses, calling for an end to the war, all power to the Soviets, land redistribution, and a transfer of power from the provisional government to the Soviets. October Revolution. On October 25, 1917, Julian calendar, the Bolsheviks led a coup against the provisional government, seizing key positions in Petrograd and declaring Soviet rule. Role in World War I. Anti-war stance. Lenin viewed World War I as an imperialist war serving capitalist interests. He advocated for the transformation of the war into a civil war against the bourgeoisie. Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. After the Bolsheviks took power, Lenin prioritized ending Russia's involvement in the war to focus on internal consolidation. The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, 1918, ended hostilities with Germany, although at the cost of significant territorial concessions. Establishment of the Soviet Union. Civil War. Following the Bolshevik seizure of power, Russia descended into civil war between the Red Army, Bolsheviks, and the White Army, anti-Bolsheviks, along with other factions. The civil war lasted until 1922, ending in Bolshevik victory. Creation of the USSR. In December 1922, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR, was formally established, uniting Russia and several neighboring republics under a single federal socialist state. New Economic Policy, NEP, introduced in 1921. The NEP was a temporary retreat from full socialism, allowing for some private enterprise and small-scale capitalism to revive the economy after the devastation of war and revolution. Red Terror and Repression. To maintain control and suppress opposition, Lenin's government implemented harsh measures, including mass executions, forced labor camps, and the suppression of political dissent. Lenin's leadership fundamentally transformed Russia and had a lasting impact on the 20th century, inspiring communist movements worldwide and establishing a model for socialist governance that would influence global politics for decades. There are no morals in politics. There is only expedience. A scoundrel may be of use to us just because he is a scoundrel. Vladimir Lenin.